Hey, YouTube friends and family. Yesterday was a day. I almost died out here. I was so exhausted I could barely breathe. But I did get up all the grass. Well, most of it. I still probably got a whole round of sprinklers. And I had to cheat. I went and rented from the Home Depot. I went and rented a tiller. It was $55. I done spent more on this than I could have just paid somebody to do. But lesson learned. When it's this big of an area, you cannot do it yourself. But I did rent the tiller. I tilled the whole area. My aunt came over to help me. I'm so grateful because I didn't have any help yesterday, and that tiller about wore me out. And then I got a fresh pallet of sod. It was just delivered about 10 minutes ago. And she pulled up right after the truck left. I was like, well, this worked out. So we're going to rake up all the junk from yesterday, and I'm gonna get my machete and get this sod laid real quick. Like, it might take a couple of hours because sod is heavy. I'll just let you know, each one of those things are heavy. So I tried to get it in a neutral location, but we doing it ourselves. But again, I don't recommend it. I don't. So I will come back with a recap, and I'm going to tell you exactly how much it costs versus paying somebody. So for future references. All right. But again, this delivered was $2.91. So when you don't have a truck, you're at the mercy of the delivery people. All right. Stay tuned. Okay. Good morning. It is day 2. They dropped this sod yesterday, the whole pallet, about 12 o'clock yesterday. It was late. So it was about 11, it was about 11:30, 12 o'clock. Because they said they could drop it any time between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. But they called 30 minutes before they dropped. So luckily my aunt pulled up as the truck was pulling off. My 70-year-old auntie. She in her 70s. And she helped me. She helped me dig up the rest and rake out the rest and level the ground a little bit. And we were both doing it for a while. Then I started dropping the sod. And while she kept moving on with the leveling. So now I have to get over there. I'm going to finish my side. And then I'll start laying down there. And when I run out is when I run out. But that was some hard work. I have been exhausting myself for the last 2 days. We are on day 3. And at the end of this video, I am going to cap it all off. I'm going to calculate the cost. I'm going to calculate the time. And then I'm going to give you some tips. Because next, I will never DIY this much again. I DIY patches, but to actually fill a whole space, I will never DIY this again. So we're going to go over all that at the end. But this is the progress I've made. I got my machete ready to go ahead and start cutting the odd pieces and getting the rest of it done. But yes, I have did all of that. So I figure we may be out here 2 to 3 hours today. And then I could go in. And I probably won't come to this yard for 3 days. But the good thing about it, I have sprinklers, right? But I wanted to make sure everything got wet. So I set this sprinkler out. It was going for about an hour. Then it rained for 2 or 3 more hours. So that was so helpful. And it made it so fresh. Made it so luscious. It's going to help it all catch. And we're supposed to have at least 3 more days of rain, which is perfect. And we'll go ahead and get this sod, caught and established. But yeah, I got like cuts here that I got to make with the machete. But that's like, what, 1 piece? I got to make a piece here and cut it with the machete. And then I'm going to either try to, I'm going to have to get this dirt off somewhere. I may have to run a pressure washer real quick because I still have my friend's pressure washer. So, and then I got the cuts around the water meter that I got to hit with the machete. And then I should, for the most part, have enough to do that side. But then I have weeds I got to pull up on that side. So, with no offers to help. But, okay, it is what it is. Life goes on. But I'm going to get all over back there by the side of the house, too. So, this is where we are. But stay tuned. Okay, here's the final piece of this video. I did go ahead and finish the job for the most part. Off the pallet, I had, about 8 pieces, 6, 7 pieces left. I think people have been coming to take them. But I had like 6 or 7 pieces left. I do still need the edge up, so I'm going to use 1 or 2 of those pieces. And like it's a spot, like when I cut this, it didn't catch. It doesn't look like it may still catch. It may still catch. And then I have another brown spot right here at the curb that hopefully will catch. But here's the thing. I will never do this again on my own. Not a whole bunch of pieces, because for one, I could not get the cuts. I did not have sufficient equipment to get the cuts. I need to be pushed over. It's a big gap right there. So I didn't have sufficient pieces, and it ain't caught yet. Oh. But I didn't have sufficient pieces to, a sufficient machete to get the cuts. I don't have an edger, so I'm not going to go rent one just to get this edge. So the neighbor said he would do it, but he hadn't did it. He said he would do it this morning. It's already the afternoon, because he wanted the extra pieces. But I will never do this again. I should have did the math before I came out here. But it was $291 for the pallet. Okay. That's going to cost me that any way it goes. $291 for the pallet. $55 to rent the tiller. So we're already at roughly $350. Then I bought the flags. They were $9, just so I wouldn't hit my sprinklers and break them. But remember, I had the sod cut previously, and it grew back. So add that $150 to the total. That was where the big waste came in and the big bill. So I just don't know. I will not do this again. So we're looking at the $291. Let's just say $300 with the sod and the flags. And then another $150. We're looking at $450 and another $55. We're looking at $505. So what I suggest is, if you need a whole pallet replaced, you hire someone. For one, make sure it's under $600 to get the whole pallet installed. Make sure the grass is freshly delivered to your house from the sod company. So, offer to buy it, and then, whatever their fee is. And make sure they're going to show up when it's delivered, because you want to put down fresh sod. And make sure that they are going to till the sod. This is why main reason I did it myself is because I have seen, when I first moved out here, I have seen people just cut the grass down, like way down to the nub, and then throw sod on top. Never gonna work. They need to get up all that old stuff, because that crabgrass is strong. Those weeds are strong. They will come right back, and you will be doing it again in a year or 2. Also, once you get it done, you have to turn back around and pay someone to spray and treat this, or you have to really be diligent on your top. If you're going to DIY spray treat for weeds and things, you need to really be on top of your game, know your stuff, do your research to save it, and not be doing this every 2 or 3 years. So that's my advice to you. I know many people are, even though many say they would never move into an HOA. Many people are in an HOA, and this is something you need to know before you buy in an HOA. But I just wanted to put that out to you. This was some hard work. I'm still tired and traumatized. I didn't start on anything in the beds. I just couldn't. I'm done for this week. And maybe I'll get out here one day next week. But for this week, I'm through. I can't. It took me 3 days. It took my aunt getting out here and helping me, because I don't think I would have made it this far. So I hope this helps someone make that decision, take that leap, make that plunge. Keep it on deck. If you know your yard is struggling, they don't write the letters till springtime normally. So if you know it's coming up, save some of that tax money, because you may have to spend it on grass if you live in an HOA. So I do thank you for watching. Hope this helps someone. If you do like what we're doing over here, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. My name is JC. I'm a single mother of one son who is now in high school. And my channel is about lifestyle, saving, home ownership. I even own rental properties, prepping, garden, just everything. So if you do like that, subscribe to the channel, join us over here, and we'll have a good time, chat it up in those comments, and ring the bell for notifications on my run deals. I do thank you so much for watching. You have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.